Yeah, welcome to the Narayana Group of Institutions. Today we are going to discuss second shift question paper of mathematics. This is purely memory based from our students. So let us see that maximum questions are error free only, right? Fine. So the first question, it is based on the binomial theorem. If you know the properties of binomial theorem, then easily we can complete. Otherwise, some students by putting n equals to 3 or 4, still we can check the possibilities, right? But let us learn the properties also. It is, we know RCR plus R plus 1 CR so on up to NCR is n plus 1 CR. By using this property from the second expression, keep the first one same, n plus 1 C2, right? Plus 2 times this becomes n plus 1 C3. This becomes n plus 1 C3, right? This is n plus 1 C2, n plus 1 C3 plus, let us write one more n plus 1 C3 like this. Now, at this stage, one more formula we are going to use. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to n plus 1 CR. First two terms, that is this one. I am going to use this formula, that is n plus 2 C3 plus n plus 1 C3. So that these two, now I am going to simplify this one. It is like this. N plus 2, I have got like this. Please observe once again, n plus 2 C3. That I am writing here, n plus 2 C3 plus, if you observe, it is n plus 1 C3. So, n plus 1 C3. Let us simplify n plus 2 factorial by 3 factorial n minus 1 factorial. Whereas here, n plus 1 factorial by 3 factorial into n minus 2 factorial. Factorial notations, we know that suppose if 5 factorial is there, we can write 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, or else we can terminate 5 into 4 factorial depending upon the requirement. This you can write n plus 2 n plus 1 into n by 3 factorial. Similarly, n plus 1 n into n minus 1 by 3 factorial. We can go for simplification. From these two, n I can take common, n plus 1 I can take common by 6. Then this is n plus 2 plus n minus 1. That is nothing but n into n plus 1, n into n plus 1 by 6 of 2n plus 1. If you go to this one, options, this is clearly n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. So we can say that if you remember the properties, easily we can complete the problems on the binomial theorem. Particularly in the case of like this, binomial coefficients, by putting n equals to 2, 3 also we can solve, right? Let us move on to the second question. It will be like this. It is a simple problem from the probability chapter. A and B are subsets of X is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then find the probability that their intersection is 2. You mean intersection. We know that a set contains n elements, then 2 power n subsets are there. So, 2 to the power of n subsets, right? Subsets from which one subset, say A, can be selected in 2 power n ways. Similarly for B. So that means after reconstructing the elements, again 2 power n number of subsets will be available. You can select one more in that. So number of selections, you mean total number of selections 2 power n into 2 power n ways, that is 4 power n ways. This is the number of ways of selecting A and B. Probability is number of favorable by total number of ways. So total number first we are going to write and favorable. What is the favorable? A intersection B equals to 2. You mean A intersection B, first select two elements. Select two elements. Select two elements which are common for both A and B. Both A and B in 5C2 ways. In 5C2 ways. Now we are left over with three more elements. So let it be any three elements. For each element of that three elements, there are three possibilities. What are the three possibilities? That element may be in A, may be in B, or it can be simply excluded. It can be left over. So each of remaining elements, remaining three elements can have 3 into 3 into 3 ways. Remember, why 3? Each element you can drop in set A, or you can drop in set B, or completely you can exclude. So this will gives you number of favorable ways, that is 5C2 into 3 cube. You know that probability is nothing but probability is favorable by total. Favorable is 5C2 into 3 cube by total is 4 power. Of course, it is 4 power. 1 minute. It is 4 power, not n. It is 4 power 5. So this is 10 into 27 by 4 power 5 is 2 power 10. That is 5 into 27 by 2 power 9. If you simplify, you will get 135 by 2 power n. Probability, very simple question he has given, that is ratio of number of favorable to the total number of elements. That is question number 2. We will go to question number 3. It is a good problem from the integration. Some simple properties are involved. F of 0 equals to 1. F of 2 equal to e square. Also, f dash x is equals to f dash 2 minus x. Symmetric concept he has given. So, f of f dash x is equal to f dash 2 minus x. So, since derivative information is given, let us integrate to get the function. So, that implies integration of f dash x dx is equal to integration of f dash 2 minus x dx. We know that integration, differentiation are anti-operators, so hence can be cancelled. So integration of f dash x is f of x is equal to f of 2 minus x into minus plus constant. Wherever indefinite integrals is there, constant plays very important role, right? So he has given a condition. Let us use that condition. Bring this term to this side, plus f of 2 minus x is equal to c. Since he has given an information at x equals to 0, he has given f of 0 information, f of 2. At x equal to 0, let us substitute it here. So f of 0 is 1 plus f of 2 is e square equal to c. That implies from first equation again. What is that? Your f of x plus f of 2 minus x is equal to 1 plus e square. Keep it as second equation. Right? Now we are going to find out 0 to 2 f of x dx. So integration 0 to 2 f of x dx. This we will let us split 0 to 1 f of x dx plus 1 to 2 f of x dx. But this 1 to 2 f of x dx can also be written as, you all know that it is nothing but 0 to 1 f of 2 minus x dx. That is only the property he has given. That is nothing but 0 to 1. So it is 0 to 1 f of x plus f of 2 minus x dx. This is f of x plus f of 2 minus x. Already we have got it as 1 plus e square. It is 0 to 1 plus e square dx. 1 plus e square is constant. Integration of 1 is x, 0 to 1. That is 1 plus e square itself. This is the answer for third one. Simple property we are applying, that is 1 is symmetric. In fact, symmetric concept nowhere we are using in this one. So it is a property, please do remember. Right? Now we move to question number 4. A good question from differential equations. On the whole, calculus is very, very important. Calculus and algebra, every time we are getting 60+% of the marks, let it be mains or advanced or any level, any type of competitive examinations. When we come back to this one, a curve y equals to f of x passing through the point 1, 2, satisfying the differential equation. So, the differential equation dy by dx plus y by x is equal to bx cube. We know that it is linear. Now remember, every time, frequently they are asking either linear or variable separable. Both are very easy. Remember that one. It is a linear differential equation. Integrating factor e to the power of 1 by x dx. That is e to the power of log x. That is x. Now we are writing solution. Y into integrating factor is equal to integration of q into integrating factor. That is like this. So that is x into y equal to b x power 5 by 5 plus c. Just now we discussed. Wherever indefinite integrals is there, adding a constant is mandatory. Some students, because regularly we are experiencing that, they will cancel this common factor, then they will add constant. That process is wrong. Remember, you should not cancel. You have to add a constant, then only any possibility for simplification you have to carry out. You mean simply speaks, no such possibility. Now, to find the constant, he has given some boundary condition. That is, curve is passing through 1, 2. So, let us substitute it. 1 into 2. 2 equal to b by 5 plus c. This is what we have got. B by 5 plus c. Since two unknowns are there, this is the reason he has given one more condition. It is not f of y dy, I think so. It is f of x dx only. So either b or c you express. C equal to 2 minus b by 5. Now I am going to substitute this condition in this one. So x into y is equal to b by 5 x power 5 plus 2 minus b by 5. We are going to write like this. So thereby one constant directly we have eliminated. Now, but I want actually y. Y equal to b by 5 x power 4 plus 2 by x minus b by 5x. He has given that integration 1 to 2, not f of y, it is f of x dx only. Let us substitute this one. It is b by 5 x power 4 plus 2 by x minus b by 5x dx. This value he has given 62 by 5. Come on. If you solve, ultimately it is an equation in terms of only one variable. Easily we will be getting, right? This is how we can solve the differential equation. Clear? So, differential equation, most of the times they are giving the questions from variable separable and linear, particularly in the mains. Okay, we'll go to the next question. That is
Yeah, this is over.
Right, area. Area of the region. If you observe the previous IT questions, let it be 2019, 20, there are so many number of papers on mains. So almost all the questions are in this format only. So 5x square. One is 5x square less than or equal to y. 5x square less than or equals to y, one curve, and another one y less than or equal to 2x square plus 9, right? So here leading term is x square. So let us bring this one to this side. 5x square minus y less than or equal to 0. Remember, it is less than or equal to 0 means inner part of the parabola. You know that every x square equals to 4ay is a opening upward parabola. So easily we can write vertex of this parabola is 0, comma 0. If you take this one, what is this one? This is the leading term. Let us send it to the other side. It is, or else you can keep it like that itself. Y minus 9 less than or equal to 2x square. You mean you can climb that 2x square greater than or equal to y minus 9. It is a vertex. It is also a parabola whose vertex x coordinate 0 and y coordinate is 9. Now let us draw the two diagrams. But okay, fine. We will write both are parabolas. This is opening upward. This is also opening upward. We can draw both the parabolas. But within what region we have to get the area? That is points of intersection. For points of intersection, solve. Here 5x square is equal to, here this is express y as a function of x, 2x square plus 9. It is 3x square is 9, x square is 9 by 3, x is plus or minus root 3. That means within this particular intervals only we have to draw the diagram. Now please look at here for the diagram. What is this one? 5x square. This is a rough diagram will be like this, right? It is 5x square equal to 9. Whereas if you take, it is the inner part you have to consider. And if you take this one, it is the vertex is somewhere 0, comma 9. Mark it, right? And this is the another one, that is nothing but, what is this curve? This is 5x square equal to y curve, whereas this is y equal to 2x square plus 9. He is asking, this is the area. Now please do remember, this is minus root 3 comma 0. It is root 3 comma 0. Some students are wasting the time in finding the y coordinate. In fact, that is also not required, because ultimately it is upper curve minus lower curve. Hence we can find the area of the region bounded between these two. What is that one? Required area. Limits are x is equal to, you can compute from 0 to root 3. Upper curve is y equal to 2x square plus 9 minus lower curve y equal to 5x square dx, and take 2 times because it is symmetric. Simple integration it involves. It is 2 times 2. 9 means 9x minus 3. X means x cube by 3. Limits are 0 to root 3. It is 2 times 9 root 3 minus 3 cancel. 3 root 3. That is 6 root 3. You mean 12 root 3 square units. Being area, we will always write square units. Now, this type of inequalities you have to practice a lot. So generally area we can find out only for bounded figures. So that's why without any confusion, you try to draw the diagram. As far as area chapter concerns, mainly you have to focus on drawing the diagram, learn the diagrams, right? we'll move on to the next question quickly. So, the next question, yeah, a simple question from heights and distances he has given. It is like this. Let us read the question. An aeroplane is flying horizontally with a speed of 432 kilometers per hour at a height h meters from the ground. Its angle of elevation from a point on the ground is 60. So, first of all, let us draw like this A, B. I don't know the height initially, right? From some point, it is 60 degrees. Let us call it as. I don't know this value also, right? After 20 seconds, the angle of elevation is, so it is something like this, A, B, C, D, E. So this is also H only. This changed to like this, 30. He is asking H, right? Here, first of all, speed he has given. V equal to 432 kilometers per hour. As he has given 20 seconds, we know that units we have to convert into single form. It is 432 into 1000 meters, 60 into 60 meters per second. 1, this we can cancel, right? It is 2, 3 times 2, 1, and this is 6. And again this is 3 times, it is with the 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to draw the diagram once again. A, B, this is H given. After some time, this is D, E, this is 60 degrees, whereas this is 30 degrees, right? So some notations I have taken. So that is V equal to 432 kilometers per hour given. That is 432 into 1000 by 60, 60. We can cancel. It is 0 by 36. Let us keep it like that. Now, in triangle, consider one triangle A, B, C. Tan 60 degrees is equal to H by AC. That is, tan 60 is equal to root 3 equal to H by AC. Right? As we want data related to the height, only H related one we are going to collect. That is, AC is equal to H by root 3. I'll take it as first equation. Next, in triangle, let us take one more triangle, that is DEC. Right? In this triangle, tan 30 degrees, height remains the same, and that is this one. After 20 seconds, he has given the angle of elevation from the same point. This is the velocity. This, what happens 20 seconds. So, that is after 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, it is 4320 by 36. This is per second into 20. If you do it, you will get that value, right? Whatever it may be, 36. It is, I think with the 6 we can cancel. 6 6 6 7s 42, 12, 2, 0. And 6 also. 6 into 6, 1, 12. 120. 120 means 2400. Fine. So that is 2400 plus AC. You mean 1 by root 3 is equal to H by 2400 plus AC. So let us cross multiply this one also. So if you cross multiply 2400 plus AC is equal to root 3H. So AC is equal to root 3H minus 2400. As ultimately we want height of the plane at which it is initially. That is, equate these two. When you equate first one, H by root 3 is equal to root 3H minus 2400. Let us send it to the other side. That is 2400 equal to H into root 3 plus 1 by root 3. Root 3 plus 1 by root 3. That is 4. 4. Right? So simplify this one. It will give you the value of height at which the plane is there. Simple problem. Heights and distances, any problem, just in terms of tan we can take, we can easily complete. Okay? Let us move on to the next question. That is one more simple problem. What is that he has given? A curve passing through the point has slope at origin is equal to slope. First differentiate. So dy by dx 2ax plus b, right? Slope at origin he has given. So remember, you mean origin is also a point. Dy by dx at 0, 0 is equal to 1 implies b equal to 1. Directly we got. And it is passing through the point 1, 2. So let us substitute it. It is passing through the point 1, 2. 2 equal to a plus b plus c. Since b equals to 1, a plus c is 1. One more equation. Right? And also it is passing through. Also, it is passing through 0, 0. Excuse me. So if you substitute, you will get c equals to 0. So therefore, the ordered triplet ABC he is asking. So wherever you are finding the slope, that means that point is also on the curve basically. That is what he has given. So it is A is A. We have got A plus C is 1, C is 0, A1, B1, C is 0. That is this one, right? This is the question number 7. Let us move to the next question. 8. Morning shift paper little bit tough. But this paper is not that tough. Right. One simple problem again from inverse trigonometric functions. Even in the morning session also we got one simple problem only in terms of inverse. That is tan inverse formula we have to apply. Here sine inverse. So tan of, it is tan of 1 by 4 sine inverse root 63 by 8. So let us take that one as theta. Let us take theta equal to sine inverse root 63 by 8. That is sine theta is equal to root 63 by 8. In all inverse problems, one inverse trigonometric ratio you can express in terms of the remaining 5 by just constructing the triangle. So this is what? Now the main question is tan theta by 4. Tan theta by 4 is sin theta by 4 by cos theta by 4. Sin you can write it as 1 minus cos theta by 2 by 1 plus cos theta by 2. In turn, again cos you can express in terms of cos only. like this. Root of 1 minus 1 plus cos theta by 4 by 2. Every time cos 2 theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2, but of course root of, even in the denominator, 1 plus root of 1 plus cos theta by 4 by 2, because you know it is theta by 2 means, no, remember, it is theta by 2 means, here you will be getting by theta only. That is what you have to remember always. This is theta here, here cos theta. Right? Now let us substitute it. What is that? It is root of 1 minus root of 1 plus. What is cos theta? That is 1 by 8 by 2 by 1 plus root of 1 plus 1 by 8 1 by 8 by 2. Now, if you simplify it further, 1 minus, it is 9 by 16. 9 by 16. That is nothing but 3 by 4 here. Whereas this is 1 plus 3 by 4. If you take LCM further, it is root of 1 by 7. So, root of 1 by 7. Simple problem from inverse trigonometric functions. Okay? We'll move on to the next question. That is like this. A step function problem from the definite integrals. Step function you can convert into a perfect square if possible, being quadratic in this case. Otherwise, with the help of graph also we can solve. With the help of graph easily we can solve, in fact. But in this case, this being a quadratic function, easily we can complete. You see, the problem can be written as 1, 2, 3, right? This can be written as x minus 1 whole square minus 3. We have a property here. It is x minus 1 square of dx minus 1 to 3, 3 dx. Whenever if it is an integer, we can separate. So, this one, put a substitution. Put x minus 1 equals to t. Dx is equal to dt. Accordingly, change the limits. I am going to change. When x equals to 1, it is 0. When x equals to 3, it is 2. That is 3 into x, 1 to 3. You know that step function, wherever you are getting the integer, you have to break the limits. 1 to root 2, step of t square dt, plus root 2 to root 3, step of t square dt, plus root 3 to 2, step of t square dt. It is minus 6. Now, between this one it is 0 clearly, it is 1. 1 means x, 1 to root 2. It is 2 means 2 into x, root 2 to root 3, right? Here it is 3 into x, root 3 to 2 minus 6. Let us simplify this one. Right? So, here if you apply the limits, it is root 2 minus 1 plus 2 into root 3 minus 2 root 2. 2 root 2. Next, 3 into 2, 6, right? Minus 3 root 3 minus 6. So, it is minus 1. Now, minus 2 root 2 plus root 2 minus root 2 minus root 3, and 6 we can cancel. It is this one, all are negative. We can solve like this. So, instead of quadratic, if he has given any other function like log x or tan inverse x or sin x, it is better to solve the problems by using the graph rather than this method. Right? Let us go to the next one. Right. This is a problem wherein with testing the options we can complete. See, which of the following conic has tangent so and so. I don't know which one, right? We can, based on the tangent, we cannot conclude the equation of the conic. So we are going for testing the options. So first one, let us collect. So tangent, first differentiate 2x plus 18y into dy by dx is 0. dy by dx is minus 2x by 18y. That is dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by 9 x by y. It is dy by dx at any particular point. Since he has given a point, at that point we have to find out. So I want dy by dx at 3 root 3 by 2 comma 1 by 2. It is minus 1 by 9 into 3 root 3 by 1. This we can cancel 3. It is minus 1 by root 3. That is the slope of the tangent. Now we are going to write equation of the tangent. Look at here. Equation of tangent is y minus y1, that is 1 by 2, is equal to slope into x minus x1. Right? Let us take LCM or bring this term to this side. Minus 1 by 2 minus x by root 3 plus this is 3 by 2. Right? It is x by root 3 plus y is equal to 2. If you take LCM, x plus it is root 3 times y is equal to 2 root 3. X plus root 3y is equal to, right, 2 root 3. Yeah, that is what. So first option itself is right. No need of testing the rest of the options. Be careful. So there are few very simple problems, almost 10 plus problems in this particular paper. Let us go to the next question. It is a small simple problem given on statements like this. Negation of P and P or Q. This is negation of P and P or negation of P and Q. But this is not possible, so it will not be there at all. Negation of P and Q. Now negation of this one, P or negation of Q. Right? That is the option. You can check it out. Question number 11. Simple. Question number 13. A good problem from the planes. Plane passing through this one. Same as your lines. We have learned when L1 equal to 0, L2 equals to 0 or two lines, line passing through the intersection of these two is L1 plus lambda, L2 equal to 0. If he has given some other conditions, then we are writing it as, to find that lambda, we are using that boundary conditions. In the same manner, here this is one line. This is one plane, this is another plane. Plane passing through the intersection of the two given planes is, what is the first plane? X plus y plus z minus 1 plus lambda into x minus 2y plus 2 equal to 0. Since it is passing through this required plane, passing through one point he has given 1, 0, 2. Substitute 1 plus 0 plus 2, 3 minus 1, 2, and here 1, 0, that is 3, equal to 0. Lambda is minus 2 by 3. Let us substitute lambda here. X plus y plus z minus 1 minus 2 by 3 times x minus 2y plus equals to 0. That is 3x plus 3y plus 3z minus 3 minus 2 times x minus 2y plus z equal to 0. 3x minus 2x, x, 3y plus 4y, 7y, right? 3z, here 3z. Here minus 3, minus 4, minus 7. That is 7. This you can write r bar dot. So r bar dot I cap plus 7j cap 3k cap equal to 7, like this. So simple problem, plane passing through the intersection of two given planes we can solve like this. Okay, let us go to the next question. It will be like this. Yeah, one good problem and bit lengthy problem, right? Based on the properties. Here also there is some mistake, I think so. We are not sure. A is a 3 by 3 square symmetric matrix. You would have given because B is Q symmetric given. So A is symmetric. A is symmetric. A transpose is A. B is skew symmetric. That means B transpose equal to minus B. Then he is asking, X is a column or row matrix 3 by 1, right? A square B square. First take this value. A square B square minus B square A square. Apply whole transpose. Reason is since AB are symmetric, skew symmetric given, that's why I am applying, right? We know that this is equal to A square B square transpose minus B square A square transpose. That is B square transpose into A square transpose minus A square transpose into B square transpose. This you can write B transpose whole square. Since B transpose is this one, this you can write B square A square minus A square B square. This is minus of A square B square minus B square A square. So this is equal to minus implies A square B square minus B square A square is skew symmetric. So skew symmetric. Let it be something like P matrix. So P is skew symmetric matrix. We know that its determinant is 0 since order is 3 by 3, right? In such a case, he is asking P into X equal to 0 will have infinite number of solutions. Infinite number of solutions. Remember, because it is a skew symmetric matrix of odd order, hence determinant is equal to 0. So determinant is equal to 0 means it will have infinitely many solutions. This is a good problem, right? Let us go to the next one. That is question number 14. This is also one good problem given. Determinant of f of x, f dash x, f dash x, f double dash x equals to 0. When you expand the determinant, it is f of x, f double dash x minus f dash x whole square equal to 0. We have got one equation. But since he has given f dash 0, f of 0 data, somewhere we have to get that one. Let us take phi equal to f of x by f dash x. Remember, this I am taking just to get this particular information. So let us apply u by v rule. V into differentiation of u minus u into differentiation of v by v square. So, but this is 0. You mean phi dash x equals to 0 from 1. So that implies phi of x is some constant function. Derivative of any function is 0, right? Without substituting any value. It is 0 means it is a constant function. Phi of x is equal to constant. That is what actually has given. Right? Now let us take this is. So what is phi of x we have taken? F of x by f dash x is equal to k. If you take its reciprocal, f dash x by f of x is also some k. 1 by k is also constant, like what we are doing in the case of integration. Now integrate it. F dash x by f of x is log mod f of x is kx plus c. Now two constants we have to evaluate. One is constant due to integration, that is c. Another one is k, whatever the constant function we have got. Now at x equal to 0, at x equal to 0, f of 0 is 1, log 1, 0 equal to c. In view of this, the function will changes to kx. Still one more constant. To find one more constant, he has given f dash 0. So that is the reason f of x is equal to e power kx. F dash x is k into e power kx. Now I will write that solution just here. Please observe. Okay, or else even this place is also enough for me. So at x equals to 0, that is 2 again. 2 equal to k. So therefore your f of x is equal to, it is nothing but, what is this one? F of x is equal, f dash x is equal to, at x equals to 0, it is so and so. Your f of x is equal to e power 2x. Remember. Now what he is asking? F of 1. F of 1 equal to e square. E value is 2.7. So automatically it is greater than 6 point something. So it belongs to 6 to 9. Okay. Simple problem. Remember that one. Next, let us go to the next question. Question number 15. Yeah. Shortest distance. You might have solved so many problems in parabola. In parabola particularly, excuse me. To find the shortest distance between parabola to parabola, parabola ellipse, parabola circle, etc. So many some good problems are there. Here, just we need to find the point where we will get the shortest distance. It is simple among all those things. Please observe. So, y equal to x square plus 4. It is a opening upward parabola with vertex at 0, 4. 0, 4. It is a rough diagram. This is. And another one. What is the another one he has given? Line. Y equal to 4x minus 1. Line equation, you can draw simply a diagram. Of course, in fact, a diagram is not required, right? Roughly, I am showing you like this. He is asking what is the shortest distance. Right? Simple. As this is a line, you can easily find out by finding the slope. What is slope of this one? For the first one, dy by dx. This is minus a by b. That is dy by dx is equal to, this is 4. Right. Now take the parabola. What is for parabola dy by dx? Dy by dx is equals to 2x. If shortest distance has to occur, slopes must be equal. That is 2x equals to 4. That is x1 equal to 2. When x1 is equals to 2, corresponding y1, it is that you can simply substitute it. Maybe on this parabola, he is asking the point on the curve. That's why substitute on the curve. That is corresponding y1. It is 4 plus 4, 8. It is the point 2, 8 where shortest distance will occur. Shortest distance will occur along common normal. Right? That is the reason we are taking like this. Simple problem is given. Okay. So this is question number 15. Now move on to 16. Now we will move on to the question number 16. So monotonicity. A function is increasing or decreasing is called monotonic function. Monotonically increasing means f dash x greater than 0. Right? Let us differentiate the given function. So, your f dash x is equal to, it is a piecewise defined function. So, for all x less than minus 5, and the differentiation 2x cube is nothing but 6x square minus 6x minus 120 for minus 5 less than or equal to x less than 4, and here 6x square minus 6x minus 36 for x greater than or equal to 4. It should be, here it is a constant, it is completely negative, so we cannot consider that one. So 6x square minus 6x minus 120 greater than 0, that is x square minus x minus 20 greater than 0, that is x minus 5 into x plus 4 greater than 0, that is x belongs to minus infinity to minus 4 union 5 to infinity. It should be within this interval. Within this interval only minus 5. So therefore, for all x belongs to minus 5 to minus 4, f of x is increasing. Next, this one is also there. Let us check. 6x square minus 6x minus 36 greater than 0. X square minus x minus 6. That is x minus 3 into x plus 2 greater than 0. That is x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2 union 3 to infinity. Union 3 to infinity. So, it should be greater than 4. Greater than 4. So, what are the options here? Minus 5 to minus 4, greater than 4. Only first option will satisfy our conditions. So, a function whichever is increasing or decreasing is called monotonic function. He is giving monotonically increasing. So, that is the reason we are taking f dash x. Okay. Let us go to the question number 17. Right. Question number 17. ABC are in AP. ABC are in AP. So, 2B is equal to A plus C. Centroid of the triangle, what is that? A plus 2 by 3, comma C plus B plus B by 3. This he has given it as 10 by 3, comma 7 by 3. That is 2A plus 2 by 3 is 10 by 3. You mean A plus 1 is 5. A equal to 4. Directly we got one value. Right? And next 2B plus C by 3 is equal to 7 by 3. You mean 2B plus C equal to 7. But there is a relation, you can eliminate 2B. 2B can be written as A plus C equal to 7. Right? That is A is 4. Send it to the other side. 2C equal to 7 minus 4. 3. C is 3 by 2. C is 3 by 2. If you substitute, you will get B value. So, B equal to half of 7 minus 3 by 2. 7, 14, 11, 11 by 4. That is B equal to 11 by 4. So, we got all the three values. A 4, B 11 by 4 and C equal to 3 by 2. So, what is the equation? So and so. Ax square 4x square plus 11 by 4x. Where is C? C is of course not there, not necessary here. In fact, equal to 0. Now, we know from this one, sum of the roots is minus 11 by 4 by 4, 16. Product of the roots 1 by 4. Simply substitute it. Alpha square plus beta square can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta, and this one. It is nothing but 121 by 256 minus 3 into 1 by 4. Let us simplify. You will get the appropriate value, right? So this is question number 17 based on the progressions as well as simple quadratic concept. Let us go to the next question. Question number 18. Yeah. If a plus alpha equals to 1, b plus beta equals to 2, right? This type of questions earlier also long back they have asked, like a f of x plus b f of 1 by x is equal to something. He want f of x term. So when he want f of x term, we have to eliminate f of 1 by x term. But here he is not asking function. He is asking in that format only. That's why alpha into f of x plus alpha, sorry, this is also not alpha because a data is given. I think there is a mistake in the question. Let me check it out. Right? I think this is a into f of x plus alpha into f of 1 by x is equal to bx plus beta by x. Now replace x by 1 by x. We will get a f of 1 by x plus alpha f of x is equal to b by x plus beta x. This is second equation. Your first equation is a into f of x plus alpha into f of 1 by x is equal to bx plus beta x. Since he is asking f of x plus f of 1 by x data, we are going to add. If he is asking only f of x, we have to see that f of 1 by x is to be eliminated. Accordingly, we are subtracting. So when you add here, this is a of f of x plus f of 1 by x plus alpha into f of x plus f of 1 by x is equal to b into x plus 1 by x plus beta into x plus 1 by x. From these two, I can take this term common, right? This term, that is a plus alpha goes to the other side. So it is f of x plus f of 1 by x by x plus 1 by x is equal to b plus beta by a plus alpha. That is the reason he has given this information. B plus beta 2 by 1. It is 2. Right? Okay. Good question. Simple. Let us go to the next question. Yeah. Find the maximum value of k for which maximum value of variance. Variance. You have to remember that formula of 10 elements is 10, in which 9 values are 1 and 1 value. 1, 1, 1, so on up to 9 times comma k. This is what he has given. You know the formula, sigma square is sigma square, variance formula, that is sigma x square by n minus sigma x by n whole square. So let us substitute sum of the squares. So that is 1 square, 1 square, so on up to 9 times plus k square by, this is 10, minus sigma, this is, you know that sigma, sum of all these values, it is 9 plus k by 10 whole square, right? Maximum value, this is less than or equals to 10. So this is nothing but 9 plus k square by 10 minus 81 plus k square plus 18k by 100 less than or equals to 10. So from this one we have to find out the value of k. When you take LCM, it is 90 plus 10k square minus 81 minus k square minus 18k less than or equal to 1000. So this is 9k square minus 18k 90 plus 9 less than or equal to 1000, right? We can take 9 common and it is k minus 1 whole square less than or equals to 1000. This further can be written as k minus 1 whole square less than or equals to 1000 by 9, right? Now find the inequality so that you will get that value, k minus 1 whole square. Okay, let us go to the next question. Distance of a point p x comma y like a simple locus problems from 5 comma 0. So that is, what is the distance? X minus 5 whole square plus 5 square. Distance of this point is thrice distance x plus 5 whole square plus y square. That is x square plus y square minus 10x plus 25. It is 9x square plus 9y square. 10 means 90x. 25 into 9, 225. That is 8x square, 8y square, 8x square, 8y square. Right? Now bring all the terms to the other side. Plus 100x plus 200 equal to 0. 2x square plus 2y square plus 25x plus 4. 50 equal to 0. It is x square plus y square plus 25 by 2x plus 25. It is a circle whose center is at minus 25 comma minus 25 by 4 comma 0 and radius root of this is 625 by 16 minus 25. That is, if you take 25 common, it is 25 minus 16, 9 by 16. It is 5 into 3 by 4. That is radius. He is asking for r square value. Simply we can compute. Right? This is question number 20. Yeah. 4 numbers whose sum is 65 by 12 are in GP. You know that whenever GP are given AR square, AR cube, such that their sum A into 1 plus R square plus R cube 65 by 12 given. Sum of their reciprocals, you mean 1 by A, 1 by AR, 1 by AR square, 1 by AR cube is 65 by 18. Right? If you take 1 by A common, it is 1 plus 1 by R, 1 by R square, 1 by R cube is so and so. And again, if you take LCM, R cube plus R square plus R plus 1 by R cube is 65 by 18. Now, we know one information, that is 1 plus R square, that is 1 by A R cube. This value is 65 by Please observe, I am keeping 1 by A same. So 1 plus R square is 65 by 12. A is equal to 65 by 18. This is what we got, right? I have taken A common. Now 65 throughout we can cancel. 6 2s are 6 3s are. That is A square. This will go to this side. So it is A square R cube is 3 by 2. We have got one value. Next, he has given another information. Product of first three of them. Product A into AR into A odd square is 1. That is A cube R cube is 1. You mean AR is 1. Let us substitute 1 in terms of the other and solve that. That's how you can find out the value. He has given sum of their reciprocals. 1 by A plus 1 by AR plus 1 by AR square is 65 by 18. If you solve this equation, you will get R. Substitute 1 in terms of the other. R is 1 by A. Thereby, directly we will get here R 1 by A. That implies it is A square into 1 by A cube is 3 by 2. So A is 2 by 3. A is 2 by 3 means R 3 by 2 because they are reciprocal. If the third term he has given, third term is alpha. A R square is alpha. A is 2 by 3 whereas R square 9 by 4 is alpha. This is 2 times. This is 3 times. So alpha is 3 by 2. He is asking 2 alpha value, which is nothing but 3. It is also a simple problem, right? Let us go to the next one. We will move on to the next question. There are 10 students, S1, S2, S3, so on up to S10. We have to divide them into 3 groups like this. But remember, in third group, you may have 1, you may have 2, you may have 3, not more than 3, right? But here 1, 7 possibility is there, right? 1, 7, 1, 8. Next, 1, 3, 7. Here 1 if you take 6. So, in the third group is the main concern because in the third group it should be 1 only or it should be 2 only or at the most it should be 3, right? First select one person for third group. Then what happens? Select one or more persons in 9C1, 9C2. Remember, we can go up to 9C8 because one has to go to the third group. Third in the sense it may be G1, G2 here. Next, let us say here 10C2 members are there in group 3. As condition is given on third group only playing an important role. This 10C1 stands for I am selecting one person for third group. Then 9C1, I am selecting one person from the 9 for group 1. Automatically all the remaining 8 has to go to G2, no other way. In the similar manner, 9C2 for G1 and all the remaining 6 members will go to that one. That is the same. Now, here 2 are over. Next 8C1. Next 8C2. It will go up to 8C7. Let us say your third group, I am selecting 3 members for third group. Then what happens? So, from the remaining 7, 7C1, 7C2 up to 7C6 in any one of the group. Just to simplify this one, you will get the answer. Simple question, but here the problem is mainly condition is given on third group. This 10C1 or 10C2 or 10C3 stands for selecting 3 persons for third group first. Okay? Right. Yeah. At a point P 5, 3 on the circle, a tangent and a normal is drawn. the area of the triangle formed by this tangent normal with x-axis, right? Given circle is x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y, 4 plus 9, 13, you mean minus 12, equal to 0, right? It is 2x plus 2y dy by dx minus 4 minus 6 dy by dx is equal to 0. So, dy by dx is minus of 2x minus 4 by 2y minus 6, right? This is dy by dx. I want dy by dx at the point 5, 7. So if you substitute 2 into 5, 10, 10 minus 6, minus 4, that is 6, by 2 into 7, 14, 14 minus 6, that is 8, that is minus 3 by 2. Now, equation of tangent at P, y minus y1 is equal to slope into x minus x1, right? It is 2y minus 14 equal to minus 3x plus 15. It is 3x plus 2y equal to 29. Equation of tangent. Equation of normal is 2x minus 3y plus k equal to 0. To find that k, it is also passing through the point. I am substituting, that is 2 into 5, 10 minus 21 plus k equal to 0 minus 11. That is equation of normal is 2x minus 3y plus 11 equal to 0. This equation convert into intercept form, collect x intercepts, then area of the triangle. As both are, it is a right angle triangle, you can find the distance between the x coordinates of the tangent and normal, that is the base, and height you can find out where it meets the x axis. Okay. So, with this we are going to conclude the paper, because we have got only 23 questions. Students can able to reproduce only these 23 questions. The rest of the questions within a short span of time we will give that solutions also. Okay. All the best.